Bible records that one night the boy Samuel heard the Lord calling him, and he didn't recognize his voice. He thought it was his master, the old priest Eli. After this had happened a couple of times, Eli realized that God was talking to Samuel and told the boy to say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." We may think that if God spoke to us, it would be so amazing that we would certainly know it was God. In Samuel's case, he had no doubt of the stories he had heard of God's relationship with great men like Abraham and Moses. So perhaps his imagination had filled in the details of how God might have sounded, but when it happened, it was so normal he thought it was Eli.
God may speak to you today, perhaps through a song or something read or said. He may give you an inner conviction about something. We can't predict exactly how He will speak, but we can encourage each other to listen for God with an open and willing heart. God is awesome in the true sense of the word and committed to all that is good and right for us. He will want to speak to us and involve us in His amazing works of love and power. So let's take a moment to quiet our hearts and pray. Speak, Lord, for I'm willing to cooperate with you. Amen.
The Spring Fair is happening in 2 weeks, so if you're donating items for sale, contact us so we can plan to store them under cover.
There's a solid team of people helping out on the day, but we could do with help distributing leaflets locally. The clipboards are coming around again today if you have stuff for a couple of hours to help put leaflets out.
So, be sure to invite someone, especially those who could do with more friends that follow Jesus, regardless of where they come from in the Milky Way or outside of it.
Pastor Claude Fingleton is the senior minister of a great church in Rockhampton. He has a rich understanding of the Lord and the Scriptures. He has seen God at work and will encourage you and strengthen your faith. So make plans to come next week and to bring with you someone who needs to be encouraged and helped.
When Pastor Charles was thinking and praying about us recently, he felt God was encouraging us to expect a season of miracles. It began with thinking about how we were going to raise our miracle offering, $55,000, over the next 3 months to be received as offerings expressing our gratitude and joy at the goodness of God.
The thought then filled out with the realization that God really loves to bless people. At whatever point in their lives they need His blessing, He loves a cheerful giver and loves to give us a reason to be cheerful. So today, in both meetings, we'll make room for God to create faith in us, increase our joy, and sow the seeds of miracles in our hearts and lives.